It's Sunday morning, March 24th. I'm in southern New Mexico and I'm heading into Carlsbad Caverns National Park. I just rolled through the entrance and already I saw some amazing wildlife. Now I'm heading to the caverns themselves. Gonna check them out.
This is the secret. Yeah, that's why we have to do it.
Bunch of swallows are flying around. This is so cool, and I'm just in the entrance. It's spectacular down here, but it's extremely dark. I'm using camera settings that I've never used before, so I hope that I'm getting the shots.
I don't think people will be yeah, probably.
Back on the surface, and I am starving, so it's time for a sandwich, I think. Carlsbad Cavern, a long and windy path through an extraordinary subterranean landscape. It was amazing, and I got a kick out of the fact that there were restrooms so far down. But I've never seen anything like it, so definitely if you get a chance, check it out. I drove almost 200 miles south today into Texas, and I'm spending the night at a place that I've been at before. And it's a nice place. I'm gonna get a good night's sleep, but it's right along the highway, so it might be a little bit noisy. This is outside of Marfa. To clean off the scuttle, I just bring water to a simmer and then scrape it off with one of these Pampered Chef dealies. And then just wipe it down, put it away. It's Monday morning and I'm heading south out of Marfa, Texas toward Big Bend Ranch State Park. What I think I'm gonna do for the remainder of the week is explore Big Bend Ranch and maybe some more of Big Bend National Park while using Terlingua, Texas as a sort of base of operations. I'm heading into Big Bend Ranch State Park, and it's a gravel road. It's nothing technical, but my tires are rock hard, so I'm letting some air pressure out. There is no right air pressure to air down to when you leave pavement. It's just a matter of judging the terrain and deciding how much traction you want to have and how comfortable you want to be. For now, I reduced the tire pressure to 25 psi, so it's reasonably soft on this gravel. Alright, there are fees associated with Big Bend Ranch State Park, but they're all fairly reasonable at less than $10 per day. And I need to go to the ranger station to get orientation and whatever permits I might need. And that is here, about 15 miles away. Wow, it is beautiful here. The trees are green and full like it's summer. But I have to keep going if I'm ever going to get to the ranger station. I just came out of the ranger station and I reserved a campsite for 2 nights. It came to a total of $34, which is 4 expenses, 2 day passes, and then 2 nights at the campsite. Still totally reasonable, and I'm excited to see what's out there. So I'm going to do some exploring and head to camp. Ancient handprints. Very cool. That was Manos Arriba, which means hands up. It is, let me tell you, it is 88 degrees out and sunny. Oh my gosh. This wash caught my eye from the trail. Look at how vibrant white it is. I'm at camp, Rincon 1, and I'm all set up for the night. I'm starving though, so I'm gonna make myself a box of Annie's mac and cheese. I don't do this very often. Tuesday morning, scrambled eggs for breakfast. I think after breakfast and coffee, I'm going to set off on foot and do some exploring. I was looking at Gaia GPS, and there are a lot of interesting trails and terrain around here. About 2 miles to the west, past Rincon Mountain, which is the mountain directly behind me, is Mexicano Falls. And I imagine it's dry falls, so no water running through it, but it appears to be a hiking loop. If I get too hot or too tired, I'll just backtrack, but I'm going to see where it goes. I don't know if I'm going to need the full brim hat because it got overcast all of a sudden. I'm going to take it just in case. I'm following a wash up into the canyon toward the falls, and first of all, the hat was a good idea. The sun came out and it's probably close to 80 degrees. At least it feels like it. There is some water, just a trickle pulled here and there. I'm wondering what it'll look like further up. There are human footprints, there's an occasional cairn, and a dotted line on the map, but otherwise this feels like barely a route. I've had to do a little bit of bushwhacking, I've got some scratches. Wow. Ooh. I think this is my waterfall. The GPS is showing 6 miles to get here, and that's complete nonsense. I'm in a deep canyon, so it's probably having trouble getting a good signal. But after I enjoy a sandwich, I'm gonna backtrack back to the Jeep. I would have liked to have done a loop, but I don't know what's involved, so I'm gonna play it safe and just head straight on back. About a 5-mile round trip. It was a lot easier coming back. I think I might have gone the wrong way when I went up the canyon. It's a little bit unorthodox, but I think it looks pretty good. Okay. The trick is setting up the camera and framing the shot before it gets cold. It's Tuesday night, and my plan for tomorrow morning is to break camp, work my way out of Big Bend Ranch State Park, and head on over to Terlingua, Texas. Terlingua is a bit of a Renaissance ghost town, and I've been there before. There's a coffee shop I like, a couple restaurants I enjoy, and there's a free place to camp, so it's a good place to settle down and decide what to do next. Little desert rain. It's Wednesday morning. I broke camp and I'm heading out. I'm not sure if the road that my campsite is on is a through road, so I'm going to check that out first. If it is a through road, that'll get me to Terlingua faster and it'll be an interesting route. But if it's not, then I have to go past the ranger station again. I can top off on water, get a shower, so both scenarios are a win. Well, that settles that. The way is closed off, so it looks like I'm going to backtrack. I was on my way back to the ranger station, and I still am, but I just got distracted by adventure. It happens. These enormous cliffside cavities were visible from the side of the road, about a half-mile away. There was a hiking trail. It was called Los Potales, so I had to check it out. It was a heck of a scramble though. Now I really need that shower. Cattle, donkeys, roadrunners, swallows, spiders, one tiny snake, a squirrel, some birds of prey. I didn't see any nature, no javelinas, nothing that was really menacing at all. Oh yeah, and one tiny lizard. Big Bend Ranch can be an extraordinarily hot place, so the ranger station has plenty of water to use if you need it. And also showers. I had a wonderful shower just now. It felt so good. That's the Rio Grande. There's something about Big Bend, and I don't know what it is, but it's a place that I'm happy to come back to. It's on my short list of favorite places, and I don't have an official list by any means, but I love the solitude, I love the wilderness, and it inspires adventure. I really can't put my finger on it, but I dig it here. This is actually an old movie set on the banks of the Rio Grande River in Big Bend Ranch State Park. It's toasty out. It's at least 80 degrees Fahrenheit. Last time I stepped foot in the Rio Grande River, the water was much warmer, but it's still very refreshing. I've been so dissatisfied with the things that I've cooked at camp lately that I went into Terlingua and I had a burrito. And then I went to the Starlight, which is also in Terlingua, and had some nachos while also enjoying some live entertainment. Terlingua is awesome. It's just as I remember it. So if you haven't been there, put it on your bucket list. It's stifling out. It's Thursday afternoon near Terlingua, Texas, around 12:30 p.m. I broke camp and I'm about to head out because I need to track down Wi-Fi for tomorrow's episode. But shout out this week to the Perry family in Carlsbad, New Mexico. They took me in last weekend, made me pizza, and were awesome hosts, so thank you guys. Also, thank everyone for following along, for your encouragement and your support, and I'll catch up with you again next Friday.